Hi, I don't know if anyone can see this. I am so sorry. My original link stopped working for some reason, so I'm hoping it's happening here. I'm just gonna pop on Instagram. Okay, hi. Yeah, I'm so sorry about that. Hey Instagram, we're doing Pilates today. There's like loads of sunshine, so I hope you can see me. Let's like totally crack on. If you would like to use props today, you should move back a little bit. We're gonna need a tea towel or some slidey socks if you want for some like fun ab stuff that we're gonna do at the end. Let's like totally get this party started. Today we're going to be on our hands and knees to start. If your wrists don't super love being hands and knees, you're welcome to kneel, and you can do a little like whoop, whoop, cat cow kneeling. So hands are on your mat, knees are underneath your hips. Together we're going to take a nice big inhale, lengthen from head to tail. And then exhale, scoop around, push the floor away. Give your glutes a little squeeze as you're here. As you inhale, lengthening from your tail, opening up through your chest. Exhale. Let's take our time to just come down into our breath, into our bodies. Inhaling to lengthen nice and long. And then exhaling to round. As you inhale, can you enjoy a nice big inhale that expands through the full three-dimensional capacity of your ribs? And then exhale, really round. Now your upper part of your spine, your thoracic, likes to round like this. Our lower lumbar doesn't. So think about really scooping from your low belly and rounding from that place. One more time, inhaling to lengthen out. Feels good to breathe. Exhaling to round. From this roundy space, can we keep our spines where they are? Can you take an inhale and breathe into the backs and sides of the ribs? Can you exhale from your low belly, scooping around a little bit more, pushing the floor away? Can you inhale through the nose into the backs and sides of the ribs? And then exhale, just scooping around, give your glutes a little squeeze, push the floor away a little bit more. One more time, inhaling through the nose. Exhaling out through the mouth. And then let's take this shape and slide it back into a little bit of a shell stretch or child's pose. And again, you're just going to keep your breath heading into the back part of the ribs. So in Pilates, we want our exhale breath to be a breath of activity, of action. That's where our contraction is coming from. We don't want to let our exhale be soft. We want it to be drawing in. While we're here, let's walk those hands over to the left. Take a nice big inhale into the right side of your ribs here. Yeah, so we're trying to get a bit of a side stretch going. Big breath in. Exhale it out. Hands through center. Let's take it over to the right. Give a nice stretch over to that left side of your body. Breathing in through the nose. Exhaling it out through your mouth. Bring those hands back to center. Roll your spine all the way up. One more little bit of movement here to warm up through your spine. You're going to take your right hand, and as you inhale, can you spiral and reach that arm up to the ceiling? As you exhale, you're going to thread that arm through. Inhale from your chest, spiral your heart up. Reach. Exhaling to thread through. Every time you move here, can you make a little bit bigger of a shape, a little bit more reach, a little bit more space? One more time, lift it up. Exhale to reach that arm through. If it's available to you, allow that right shoulder to find the floor. Now, maybe you stay forward resting on that left hand, or maybe you slide yourself back into a child's pose again. Really, whatever's going to feel nice. But I really want to open up the space behind us because that's where we're going to be breathing. We're going to be trying to send our breath behind. Take one more breath in. Exhale it out. Push into your standing hand. Bring yourself all the way up. And let's go the other way. Inhale, nice big reach up. Big stretch through the chest, and then exhale, we thread that arm through. Inhale from the whole spine, we spiral, we reach. From the whole spine, we thread through. As we inhale, again, letting these breaths be pretty big for right now, enjoying that moment of spiral and a bit of extension, and then exhaling to thread. One more time. Inhale. This is the guy where you can stay if you'd like to. Let the arm come through. Find your bum on your heels. I'm going to turn my head so that I can speak towards you. I'm Dom if we've never met before. Hello. This is your hour of Pilates. One more breath in. Bring yourself all the way up. All right, we're going to be starting with a bit of weight bearing. So if your wrists need a little bit of a roll, please feel free to do that for them. If you'd like to make sure that your hands are planted, you can. I just have a message pop up. I just want to read it. Amazing. Okay, so knees are right underneath your hips. Toes are nice and tucked. Let's push the floor away. Feel like you're pulling it wide and hug the heels of your hands down towards your knees. Gonna get spicy. We're long from head to tail now. And as we inhale, let's inhale through our nose into the backs and sides of our ribs. And as we breathe out, let's draw the ribs down and in. Pelvic floor draws up. Now notice I'm not dumping now, right? I'm not dumping, I'm not curving. I'm right in between. Ribs are drawn in, belly is wide, toes are tucked, inhale. Together as we exhale, let's lift those knees to hover. Inhale through the nose. Let's exhale through our mouths. Inhale to lower. Now my knees are only lifting. Let me look. About an inch. Yeah, so it's not huge. Inhale down. Just warming up what's happening here. Exhale to lift. Keep going with this. If weight bearing on your wrists does not feel very good, you can come onto your forearms. And as you exhale, lift up with your forearms down. That's totally fine. We just want to avoid super rounding right now and super extending right now. We want one long line. Exhale to lift. We have 3 more here, please. Let's go for 3. Remember, your hands are still pushing through the floor for 2. Last one, you're gonna lift it up and just hold your knees here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down, you can give your wrists a little shake. My heart rate is starting. I hope yours is too. Take a nice big breath in through your nose and exhale it out. All right, we're totally going to do that again. So coming down onto hands and knees or forearms and knees. If tucking your toes doesn't feel good, you can keep your arch of your foot on the floor and you could totally lift up this way. Just be really, really careful about pressure in your knees, right? Okay. Toes are tucked, hands are pushing, or forearms or tucked, wherever you are with your posture. Together, let's take an inhale through the nose. Let's exhale through our mouths. Push the floor away. Pull your hands apart. Squeeze the heels of the hands in. Inhale to be here. I already feel muscles before I move, which is what we want. Exhale to lift. Inhale down. You're going to keep going, exhaling to lift, inhale to lower. And I'm just going to give you some housekeeping to think about. So first thing I want you to think about is that we're not like super, super rolled over our toes. I'm actually trying to keep quite a flat foot behind me as if I was pushing into a wall. Now, even though my heels, my feet are feeling like they are pushing back, my knees are pulling forward. Shake, 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 shake. That's the lower body, upper body. I'm so serious. Push your hands through the floor. Open your hands wide. Hug heels of hands towards your knees. We've got 5. I don't know if you can see it, but I'm literally shaking. 4. It's happening, friends. Let's go for 3. Exhale to lift for 2. This one's going to be extra exciting. Last one, hold. Now keep the position of your feet, your arms, your belly, your bum. All you're going to do is slide back 2 inches. My knees are hovered. I pull forward. That's 1. We're going to 5. Inhale, push just a little, and then bring it back. Now, if I had a cup of tea on a saucer on my pelvis is not tucking underneath, which I have to be really careful of because I really like to do that. 2 more. Squeeze it back. Pull it forward. 1 more time. Squeeze, hold here. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a little break. Give your wrists a little shake. Give your quads a little rub. Give yourself a moment to be like, okay, it's happening. We're doing Pilates. Good things come in threes. So we have one more version of these. If your wrists need a little roll, give them a little roll. If you need to take some water, grab some water. Okay, let's do it. So hands and knees. Toes are tucked. Now my knees are slightly forward. That's kind of like my posture for it. But I would love if you want to keep your knees right under your hips. That's fine. If you're feeling extra spicy, totally feel free to walk them under. Toes are tucked. Let's take a breath together. Yeah, inhale through the nose. Exhale it out. Now I'm a great example of like a slouchy upper body, right? You can see that my chest sort of falls between my shoulders. So really so much push to get into those back posture muscles. All right, find your posture here. Remember, there's lots of versions. You could be on your forearms, toes untucked, all that good stuff. We have 8 of these. So together, breathe in. As you breathe out, let's lift for 8. Inhale down. As you lift your knees, it's like there's a little fish hook behind your belly button, and that is what is lifting you up. Remember that we're pushing back with our feet as if we're connected into a wall, and we're hugging our knees forward. Shake, 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 shake. Pushing through the hands towards the floor or the room underneath you. You're pulling your hands wide and you're hugging heels of hands in. So there's this gorgeous amount of support here. Let's go for 2. One more time, you're going to lift and hold it. Now, can we slide back for 5? Pull yourself forward. Slide back for 4. Lots of upper body strength and legs and abs. For 3. I'm shaking. Let's go for 2. One more time, you're going to hold it back. Imagine you have a band around your thighs. You're going to butterfly squeeze your thighs open. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. We're going to flip over onto our backs. I'm warm now. Are you warm? I'm warm. Okay. Onto our backs. So generally speaking, if when you lie down, you like to give yourself a head support, that's fine. But we're going to be lifting our hips up. So if you like to have something behind your head, I recommend taking it out just for this little guy. So on our backs, safety of the floor, right? Can you take your hands for me, please, and pop them on your pelvis? And we're going to be working a few different pelvic shapes. So what I would love for you to notice is hip bones and pubic bone, and can you make sure that they're level? So we don't want to start overextended. We don't want to start scooped. We want to let it be nice and even. Those arms can reach up to the ceiling. You can squeeze them and make fists if you'd like more tension, or let them be loose if you would prefer not to. Feet are parallel, hip distance apart. So let's take a big breath in through the nose. And let's exhale, just sigh it out. Let's do that again. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh it out. And can we feel the backs of those ribs melting onto the floor behind us? From your neutral pelvis, we inhale. As we breathe out, can you move from that low belly? Remember, we practiced the scoop when we were on hands and knees. You're going to scoop your belly so your low back heads to the floor. Push your feet into the floor as you roll your spine up, lifting your glutes one vertebrae at a time until your spine is up off the floor. Take a breath in at the top. And then as you exhale, can you peel? Can you undulate your spine all the way back down so you feel each vertebrae, and we finish back in that neutral shape. Inhaling here through your mouth. Scoop your belly so that your low back finds the floor. Squeeze your glutes, lift your hips up, push your feet down. All 10 toes are connected into the mat. Take a breath in at the top. Now at the top, can you stay here? Can you breathe out? And can you really squeeze your heels into your bum so your knees are reaching forward over your toes? Give your bum a little pokey poke with your fingers if you're not sure if it's working so that you can feel tension there. Another little bit of housekeeping. We're not lifted so high up that our chests are opening. Yeah. I love if we could draw the ribs in. So your hip bones, your pubic bone is your highest thing here. One more breath in. And then exhale to roll yourself all the way back down. A few more like that. Inhale. As we exhale, we roll. Now I know it's super, super tempting to keep your eyes on me. to make sure that we're moving together. However, it's a much nicer position. Keep rolling through that spine for your head. If you're looking up at the ceiling, then we're not worried about doing anything funky through your cervical vertebrae. So I promise I will do my best to keep us all moving together. Roll the spine all the way down. One more time, breathe in. As you breathe out, scoop through your belly. Lift your hips up. We're going to hold it here. Now, can you imagine that you have a ball or a phone in between just that top part of your knee, just before you start to get up into your quad? And there's a little bit of a hug in there. My thighs aren't actually touching, but they're trying to, right? There's energy there. We're still hugging those heels in, and now's a fantastic time, if you haven't already, make fists and squeeze through your arms, like literally squeeze them so hard. Mine are shaking right now. We're going to start to roll down. So you're going to start to roll, take your breath in. Just as you feel those back ribs before your bum touches, squeeze and lift up. We start to roll and then we lift. We start to roll and then we lift. Inhale, roll, exhale, lift. Inhale, roll, exhale, lift. We have 10. For 9, lift. For 8, lift. For 7. Now, as this is happening, for 6, I'm trying to keep those inner thighs. For 4, hugging in towards each other. 3, the arms are on here. For 2, last one, lift and hold. Hold it here, take a breath in. Hold it here, breathe out. Regroup. Those ribs are drawing down towards the waistline. Pelvic floor, not our actual pelvic structure, but the tissues of our pelvic floor drawing towards our belly button. So there's a bit of a fight here. Pelvic floor to belly, ribs to belly, everything wrapping around. Scooping through that pubic bone, and I'm hoping you're holding here and you're like, yeah, okay, Dom, I got it. When are we doing the next thing? Because it should be fiery. If it's available to you, can you keep hugging those thighs in? Take an inhale. As you breathe out, can you roll up to the toes of your left foot and then freeze? Notice if your hips started to do funky things. Can we keep them completely level? If that's happening, maybe take that left foot and lift it into a tabletop so your knee is over your hip. Or maybe take that left leg and reach it out. Ultimate goal here is your hips are level. So whatever that means for you, so that you can keep the hips together. I'm going to find a bit of a tabletop. Now we do that again. We start to roll and then we lift up for 8. Start to roll, lift up for 7. Squeeze those arms. Now they don't have to be here. If this is too much, you could always rest your elbows. You could always find the floor. For 3, squeeze. I'm trying to roll and lift. One more time. Lift it up, take that left leg, put it back on the floor. Take an inhale to be here. Take an exhale to be here. Slide the ribs down, connect to that pelvic floor. Wrap your torso, squeezing through your glutes. Now remember, arms can be up, they can be bent, they can be down. I'm going to keep my hands down on this one. Take your breath in. Hip bones are level. Let's roll up to the right toes. Now make sure, again, nothing funky happened here. We're so active. Ribs or belly are in. Maybe you lift that right leg to a tabletop. Maybe you lengthen that right leg out. I'm doing a table leg with my hands down today. Inhale, halfway down. Exhale, lift up, lift. Inhale, halfway, and lift. So I'm not hinging. I'm scooping, and then I lift. And then I'm scooping, and I lift. And my hips are staying level. Let's go 4. Head is so connected to the floor. 2. Last one. Lift it up. Put that right foot down. Take a pause. Breathe in. Take a pause. Breathe out. Arms can be up. They can be elbows. They could be flat. Take an inhale. As you exhale, start to roll down. Go all the way so that you find your neutral. Take a breath in. As you breathe out, scoop through your pelvis. We're going all the way back up again, because why not do that all over again? It was so fun. Options for round 2. You're going to take your breath in, and as you exhale, can you lift your right heel to hover off of the floor? So my right toes are down, my right heel is lifted. Check in with your hips. Yeah, you can take a little cheeky peek, but then make sure you put your head back down. Arms can be up, elbows are flat. Now, if you can keep everything stable, maybe keep that right heel up. Lift your left foot to your toes. Maybe the left leg comes to table. Maybe the left leg reaches out, and maybe that right heel is still totally hovered. I'm going to keep my arms down. I'm going to keep my left leg table. We roll to the ribs and then lift up for 8. Roll to the ribs, lift up for 7. Inhale, 6. Exhale, lift 5. Keep scooping for 4. Now, even though that right heel 3 isn't on the floor, hug it in. For 2, I'm shaking. Last one, pull the left foot to the floor, lower both of your heels. Let's inhale to be here. Let's exhale to roll down towards that floor. Release your low back, take an inhale. As you breathe out, last side, scoop through your pelvis, roll up and pause at the top. Now remember, even though we're doing all these fancy things, our ultimate goal is that hips are staying level and we're working into our glutes and hamstrings, right? So maybe adding extra things doesn't work for your body. Maybe it felt like A++ with your hands down, with your heel down, and that's where you feel the most work. So that's what we're looking to play with, right? And everybody will be different. Okay. That was your little intermission. Glutes are on. We're scooping through our pelvis. Take your breath in. Arms can be up, elbows down. We're going to take a second and bear into our left foot and maybe hover that left heel. Not fully up, it's about halfway. Keep the hips even. Now maybe your right foot comes up to right toes. Maybe right leg comes to table. Maybe right leg reaches. Arms can be up, elbows are down. I'm going to pull into a table. Keep the left heel hovered. Roll down just to the ribs. Lift up for 8. Roll down to the ribs. Lift up for 7. Inhale, exhale, up. Inhale, roll. Exhale to lift. We're going for 5. I am shaking for 4. I don't know if you can see it. For 3, but I'm totally with you. For 2, exhale to lift. One more time. Up, plant your foot, and then pause. Maybe both heels are hovered. Maybe both heels are down. But wherever you are, can you fire into those arms? Squeeze them. We're going to pulse our thighs wide for 10. For 9. Imagine 8. A band is there, and it's resisting you. For 5. For 4. For 3. For 2. Last 1, inhale, find center, exhale, roll all the way down, lower through those heels, release your arms. Maybe bring your knees into your chest, give yourself a little rock side to side. Take a nice big inhale in through the nose and exhale, side out. Let's take just a gentle little twist here. So taking those knees over to the left, maybe opening your right arm out to the right. Working hard is so much hard work, eh? Like, obviously that's what that is, but it is hard to work hard. So cheers to you for working hard. Bring yourself all the way back to center, and then let's take that twist on the other side. So letting your legs fall to the right, opening your arm to the left. Nice calm breaths in and out here. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling out through the mouth. Let's bring ourselves all the way back up to center. Give yourself a little squeeze. And then we're going to plant those feet on the floor. We're going to take our legs and we're going to bring soles of our feet together and allow your thighs to open out like a butterfly. So that same neutral pelvis that I was talking about a few minutes ago, can you find that here? So your hip bones aren't super arched up. Your pubic bone isn't super tucked. They're totally flat. And we do that by inhaling through the nose. And as we exhale, all those tissues, pubic bone to coccyx, draw up. Or you can think of a jellyfish or like you're sucking up a milkshake, something that's going to bring a bit of tension to that fleshy low belly space, pubic bone to belly button. As we do this, make sure the ribs don't start to pop off, right? I know this is a bit of housekeeping, but we want to make sure we're working efficiently, right? So draw those ribs down. Hands are going to come and interlace behind your head. I like to hook my thumbs right at that occipital ridge. And then I'm just going to lift my elbows to make sure I can see them. I inhale through my nose. I exhale through my mouth. And as I do so, my rib cage slides to my belly button. And I'm just looking over the horizon of my feet. Inhale to lengthen down. Exhale to nod, curl, and change my gaze. So what I would like for you to, as we keep moving here, just make sure you're not leaving your head looking up to the ceiling. I don't know if you can see what that's doing through my neck, but it's not a happy place to be. As I inhale, I look back. As I exhale, I nod my chin and I curl up. And I don't know if you can see that, but I shake more. I work harder. Inhale, my head stays heavy in my hands. Exhale, the work is through my ribs. So if you're someone who tends to feel a lot of neck tension, I know that I am, you could also grab the corners of your mat. And as you exhale, curl up, you've created a little hammock for yourself. Just make sure your elbows, that's not actually too bad. You want to make sure your shoulders are happy, yeah? You could work that way. Exhale to curl. If you have a pretty strong practice already, you might be able to do this without supporting your head at all. I like to support my head though. Exhale to curl. Let's go for 5. Are we starting to feel abs? I hope the answer is yes. For 4. The reason I have our legs out is because I want to make sure 3 that nothing funky is happening, yeah? For 2, so if you see your legs move, you know you're working something that's not your abs. Last one, hold. You're going to hold it here. You're going to inhale, go back just an inch, and then exhale, 3 pulses up. 3, 2, 1. Inhale back just an inch, pulse up for 3, 2, 1. Inhale just an inch, up for 3, 2, 1. Back just an inch, up for 3. And I'm sliding my ribs down my waist. Inhale back, exhale, or connecting back ribs to the floor. Inhale back, pulse up 3, breathe out. 1, inhale back. I'm thinking pelvic floor, drawing up to belly button. 2 more, up 3, 2, 1. One more time, up 3, 2, 1. Hold it here, take a breath in. Hold it here, take a breath out. Think about doing a little micro scoop of that pelvis back. Hold it here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down, take a little break. Maybe bring your knees into your chest if you need, or we meet back down. You're going to take your legs now, bend your knees, plant your feet on the floor. So I'm hoping we were discovering how to stay wide and connected through our pelvis without our legs gripping, right? Without it being hip flexory. So let's keep that information now without using up in your hip flexors. Let's really charge into that low abdomen, right? Pubic bone to belly button. You're going to take an inhale. Now, as if you had a marble on your pubic bone, as you exhale, scoop your low back to the floor so that your marble would roll into your belly button. Inhale to release. So now you're rolling that marble back to your pubic bone. As you exhale, we scoop our belly so that marble would roll down. If that image isn't working for you, you can think about your hip bones scooping down and sliding up towards your back ribs. 2 more. Inhale. This is very similar as to when we started to lift our hips into our hip bridge, but your glutes aren't on yet. They're off. 1 more time. Exhale to scoop. All right, it's going to get exciting. Can you keep your scoop for me, please? Can you take your hands and bring them behind your head for me, please? You're going to take your inhale. As you exhale, can you roll up to your toes and then freeze there, squeeze your legs together? My toes are really, really light, as if they could eventually float off the floor, but not yet. As you rolled up to your toes, can you make sure your low back didn't leave the floor? We're scooped. Hands behind our heads. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, nod your chin and curl. But this time you're trying to scoop, 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 scoop. Inhale to lengthen back. Exhale, nod your chin. Scoop, 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 scoop. I'm shaking. Inhale, lengthen. Head is in hands. Look up to the ceiling. As you exhale, slide your ribs. Scoop through your pelvis. And we're trying not to pop through our belly. Inhale back. Exhale, scoop. Inhale back. A little bit different this time because we're not trying to keep a level pelvis. We're trying to find a scoop of our belly into the floor behind us. Notice I'm not saying press your low back into the floor. I want you to work your deep abdomen to get there. Now, if this is going very, very well and you would like to up the ante, you can consider floating your toes. Just float them. Just float them. And I want you to notice if you lose that low back scoop. We're going for 5. Arms can be reaching. We're going for 4. Arms can be behind your head. We're going for 3. You could also grab your mat. Let's go for 2. One more time. Hold it here. Wherever you are, stay there. Breathe in. Go back 1 inch. 3 pulses up, please. 3, 2, 1. Go back 1 little inch. Pulse it up. 3. Pulse it up. 2. Pulse it up 1, 2 more times. Exhale, scoop deeper, 3, scoop deeper for 2, scoop deeper for 1. One more time. Exhale, scoop 3, exhale, scoop 2, exhale, scoop 1. Hold it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down, take a break. Good job. Give your knees a little rock. Grab a little bit of water if you need. Give your belly a little rub. We are almost done with this little section. My abs are on fire. I hope you're feeling your abs too. Whew, it's happening. Okay, we're going to keep building on this. So if you feel happiest with your feet down, keep your feet down. If you feel happy with your toes rolled, roll your toes, right? You get to pick and choose. Okay. Let's all start in that neutral, hip bones, pubic bone level. Now, if your back is really bothering you with that scoop, you can always revisit neutral, right? You get, it's your body. You get to play with what feels best. I'm just trying to give you options. And a little intermission because my abs are still on fire. Okay, here we go. Take your breath in. As you breathe out from that low belly, we scoop and draw our low back into the floor. Take a second as you're here. Notice if your ribs have really expanded up to your chest. Can you keep scooping your belly and draw those ribs down and in? From your scoop, you're going to take an inhale. As you exhale, if you're rolling up to your toes, roll up to your toes, keep them on the floor. If you're exhaling and bringing your toes to hover off of the floor, that's where they go. If you would like to take it one step further, you're going to lift your legs up to a tabletop, and we're going to turn our legs out into a diamond. So my heels are squeezing together, my thighs are open. Now, really, really hard for me. Like I love an extended back. So this is work for me too. As you exhale, we're still trying to create space through the front of our hip by rolling our belly in to the floor behind us. Okay, hands behind our head. We're inhaling here. As you exhale, can you nod your chin, curl up, and look through your diamond, and then just pause. So I want you to make sure you can see your heels and that they are touching, not your toes, right? Your heels, squeeze them. And as you squeeze your heels together, literally squeeze them, feel your inner thighs turn on. We're scooping into that belly. Take a look at your belly and make sure it's not popping up. We want it popping down and wide. I'm already shaking. Whew, it's happening. We're going to inhale, go back just a little. And as you exhale, can you fold up towards the outside of your left knee? Not down to your left hip. I want you up to the outside of the left knee. Inhale through center. Oh, it's happening. And then let's go up to the outside of the right knee. Inhale through center. Think back of right armpit, to left knee. Inhale, center, and then back of left armpit to right knee. Inhale. And that whole time you are scooping through your low belly. You're scooping like cray-cray. You're squeezing into your heels. Inhale back. Exhale up and over. We have 4 more each side. Inhale through center. Exhale over. That's 4. Inhale, scoop and twist. Inhale to lengthen, scoop and twist. That's 3. We have 2 more. Through center to the right. 1 more each side. We know that it's going to get worse before it gets better. Curl up to your left and hold it. Hold it here. Take a breath in. Hold it here. Breathe out. Scoop your belly. Make sure your hips are level. Now, if your legs are up, you're going to reach them out and away for 4. If your legs are hovered, you're just going to count and breathe. 3. Inhale, pull in. Keep scooping. Lift up for 2. Last one, option to hold those legs. Whatever version you're doing, 5 little pulses up to the left, please. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull everything to center. Breathe in. Exhale, take your twist up and over to the right. Remember, you can be holding your legs, toes on the floor, or up in a diamond. If you'd like to extend, let's go for 4. Now notice my legs are not low. 3. As they reach away, I'm trying to scoop deeper. 2. 1 more time. Reach. Pulse it up to the right for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. You can keep your legs long wherever feels good. 5 pulses center. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull it in. Nice job. Give yourself a little shake. A little rock side to side, maybe a little breath. Take a nice big breath in through your nose. And exhale it out. So fun. Let's bring ourselves all the way up. Let's grab some water down the whole time. And I'm going to be turning my head so that you can hopefully hear me. Yeah. It's really tempting to look. So I'll show you first what we're doing and then we'll talk into it together. So we're going to come onto the floor. Your legs are going to come just about hip distance apart, so not hugely wide, and they're going to be rotated out and away from you. You're going to take your hands and interlace your fingers, and then palms are going to go down to the floor, and then your forehead finds your hands. We're going to do a little bit of work to lift and lower, and then we're going to work a single arm. Super fun, exciting business, and then we'll do the other side, yeah? So when you're ready, make your way onto your belly. Our hip distance apart. We've turned them out. Belly is on, glutes are on, and we make our way down. Interlace those fingers. So notice for yourself now, when you rest on the floor and your head is on your hands, are you really, really heavy into your hip bones? There's totally nothing wrong with that. But can we all think as we exhale about that scoop we just practiced? So that we're actually heading more towards your pubic bone. And if your hip bones, when you do that, completely leave the floor, grab your little towel and pop your towel underneath your hip bones. So legs are anchored, right? Toes are glued to the floor. Give your fingertips a little tug. Make sure those shoulder blades are on your back. We inhale together. As we exhale, let's lift the upper body just a few inches off the floor. Now make sure that your hip bones have not started to sink again. Take a breath in and then exhale, lower down. These are your posture muscles. I've been binging Netflix and working, and I need to open up my chest a little bit muscles, yeah? Breathe in. Exhale to lift up. Inhaling down. Okay, good. And don't worry, I include myself in that binging Netflix situation. They've got some great stuff on there right now. Lower down. We're thinking as we move here about drawing the points of our shoulder blades towards each other, right through here, not lifting to our highest, right? This is small. Breathe it in. Exhale down. One more time, inhale. Exhale, you're going to lift your upper body up and then just hold the hover. Hold the hover. Now keep your left fingertips at your forehead. Take your right hand, make it into a fist, and bring the palm to face in beside you. Notice if your ribs are pushing down, your hip bones are pushing down. Draw it all in. Strong, strong, strong left arm. You inhale, open it out to the side like a T. Palm is facing down to the floor. And then exhale, squeeze it in. Inhale. Now really squeeze your arm muscles, like so much that your arm could start shaking. And then exhale it in. Inhale to open it out. Exhale to squeeze. Inhale to open and reach. And then exhale. As you open your palm faces down to the floor, as you close the arm in, it faces in. And it's like we're blowing a little bit of a balloon or a bubble at our armpit. We want to think about expanding through that space and then closing through that space. Let's go for 3. Upper body working nice and hard here. Let's go for 2, as well as working through the shoulder, rotator cuff, and shoulder blade. One more time. Open that right arm out to the side. Really punch, really draw in. We're going to circle it for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Go the other way, 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Take that arm, sweep it all the way down to your hip. Remember, you're looking at the floor. I'm going to look this way so you can hear me. You're going to bend the elbow a little bit and then squeeze it straight. Bend a little and squeeze. Bend and squeeze. Bend and squeeze. We are wide through our collarbones. We are wide. Tops of the shoulders. Arm is reaching and pulsing. Going for 5. Going for 4. Going for 3. For 2. Last one. Hold. Take that squeezy, squeezy, squeezy arm and pulse it straight up to the ceiling. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Remember, your feet are glued to the floor. 3, 2, 1, and bring it down. If you feel like you'd like to turn a cheek, you can turn a cheek. If you'd like to take a shell stretch, you can take a shell stretch. I'm going to flip myself around so that I keep facing towards you, but you can, of course, be exactly as you are. It's a lot of work for something that seems like it's not that big, right? Okay, coming all the way back down. Same setup, right? Our legs are just about hip distance, not terribly, terribly wide. Turn them out and then bring yourself down. Interlace your fingers, palms face the floor, head on your fingertips. Take a breath in through the nose. Breathe it out through your mouth. Start to find that low ab scoop, right? So that we're not totally bearing into our hips. We're long through our low back. Legs are active, glutes are on, thighs are on. Take your shoulder blades, bring them onto your back. Breathe it in. Here we go. As we exhale, we're doing 4 of those little baby hovers. So glue forehead to fingertips, and then gently reach out and up. That's 1. Inhale to lower down. Exhale, reach out and up. Draw your ribs in towards your belly. So of course, there's going to be pressure into the floor with your rib cage here. That's how anatomy works. But we don't want to use it as leverage, right? Last one here, nice and smooth and slow. Now you're going to leave your right fingertips this time. Take your left hand, reach it, squeeze into that arm. Let's scoot back a little bit. Squeeze, 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 and then take that arm down beside you. As you inhale, open that arm up, palm faces down, and then squeeze your armpit so that arm squeezes back in. Inhale to open. Exhale to draw it in. Now, as the left arm reaches out, make sure the shoulder doesn't squeeze up, right? It's really, really reaching. And then from behind your armpit, squeeze it in. Inhale to open. Lots of work through that upper body, right? We want to think about those posture muscles. Shoulder blades are going to move here. They open out as your left arm opens, and then it's going to close as your arm closes back in. So you're really trying to show off your armpit to the floor here. Let's go for 4. I sometimes joke that one day I'll put sparkles in my underarms and come to class so that when I say show off your armpits, it's like kind of sparkly and fun. For 2, squeeze it in. 1 more time. Now hold the left arm out. Really reach, really squeeze it. Little circles here, please. For 5, for 4, for 3, for 2, for 1. Go the other way. 5, 4, 3, 2. We're almost done. Take the arm, squeeze it towards your hip. Now I just adjusted my legs a little bit because I'm a little low on space here, but you keep yours where they are. Inhale, little micro bend. Exhale, squeeze. Bend and then squeeze. Bend and then squeeze. And squeeze. We're going for 8. For 7. This is your tricep. Yeah, 6. So really find it. 5. You've got it here. 4. For 3. For 2. Last one. Hold. Pulse it up. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. 1. Lower down. Nice job. You can turn one cheek to the mat if you'd like to. If you'd like to take a little shelf stretch, you can. Breathing in through your nose. Sigh it out through your mouth. Gently bring yourself all the way back up. Grab some water if you'd like some water. I'm going to grab some water. We're going to come back onto hands and knees. And we're going to do one of my favorite little circuits. It's like going to be a lot of bang for your buck, this guy, okay? So hands and knees, if you can also be on forearms, and it's gonna be a combo of some glute stuff and then some ab stuff, plus your upper body's working. So we're wrapping up, like time freaking flies when you're having fun, right? So we wanna kind of up our ante a little bit here. Hands and knees, you've got it. If you're listening to music, you can totally pop on like Eye of the Tiger right now, or like some really like deep beat to keep you going. We're on our hands and knees if you can. Now remember, I was really, really specific about this idea of push, open, and hug. It's going to give you so much support through the upper body. We're going to start by working out through our left leg, our left bum. So you're going to take an inhale. As you exhale, can you squeeze your left heel to your left bum cheek and open that leg out to the side? We're going for 10. Inhale to pull it in. Exhale, open 9. I'm even going to count out loud to keep myself honest. Inhale down. Now your opposite toes, your right toes can be tucked like mine are, or untucked, whatever gives you the most stability. As you open out through this leg, can you kind of lean into your inner thigh, not away from it? Hold the left leg out. Hold it here. You're still nice and long. You're going to do little circles with that knee for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, for 4, for 3, for 2. Last one, go the other way. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Pause. Keep the left knee up. Can you come down onto your right forearm, up on your left hand, and you're going to turn and look. You're going to take a little side bend. Now, these bottom ribs are not sinking. They're drawing up. You're in a side plank. You're going to squeeze left knee to left elbow, then reach it up and back for 10. Squeeze left knee to left elbow, reach it back for 9. Inhale if you want to pull, exhale to reach, whatever's going to feel good for you. Now, the upper body is still active here, yeah? We are totally not collapsed. We're going for 5. We're going for 4. Can you really squeeze? We're going for 3, and you're thinking up and back for 2. Last one. Hold it back. Flex through your foot, internally rotate. Check those bottom ribs. Draw them up. Little pulses here, please, for 10, for 9, for 8, for 7, for 6, for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pull that leg in. Bring yourself onto hands and knees. Maybe bring yourself into a bit of a leaning plank here. We're going to nice and slowly bend the elbows. Spin your fingertips in just a tiny touch. We're going for 3. We're going for 2. We're going for 1. Big push. Down for 3. For 2. For 1. Strong push. As you're lowering through your body, push through your fingertips. If doing this on the floor, keep going, isn't an option. 3. You could always come to the wall, yeah? And push. Down for 3. 2, 1, push. Whatever works. 2 more. 3, 2, 1. I'll join you. Last one. Down for 3, 2, 1. Push and hold. Come back down onto that right forearm. Bring your knees back in. Open that left leg out to the side for 8. Inhale in for 7. Exhale, 6. We're going back into that same leg. 5. You've got it. For 4. For 3. For 2. Lift it up, little circles for 6. 5, 4, 3, 2. Can you go the other way? Keep drawing into those low ribs. For 4. For 3. For 2, it's coming knee to elbow. Squeeze it and reach it back. 8. So we're only doing 8 of them this time, yeah? Not a full 10. Whew, I'm getting warm. For 3, or I have been warm, I should say. 2. Last one. Hold. Take the leg, rotate it down, flex through the foot, kick it up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to lower the leg. Now you're still on your right forearm. Can we spin ourselves around and maybe find a side plank kneeling? Maybe one leg, maybe legs are stacked, maybe you're up on your full hand, whatever feels good. But we're holding it here together. Breathe in. Breathe out. And instead of thinking like long line, can you think like a big rainbow type shape? We've got 10, 9, 8, 7. Gaze can be down, it can be forward, it can be up. For 3, but push your armpit to the floor. Come all the way down. That was fun. Take a nice big breath in. Let it go, because we still totally have one more side to do. Grab water if you need it. If you were playing some like super dope music, get it ready to start all over again, because it's happening. Okay. Side 2. Gratefully, we only have 2 arms and legs, right? So we can get this done. Hands and knees or whatever feels good for you. You could be on your forearms. You could be standing. But wherever you are, can you just take a second to recalibrate? Just as much effort on our second side as our first side. Drawing that belly in. We're drawing the right heel to the right bum cheek. We have 10 as our first set. It opens out to the side for 10. Bring it in, open it, 9. And every time you open that leg out, 7, we're really trying to squeeze a little bit more. For 4, for 3, for 2. Last one, hold it. We have 8 circles here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, other way, 8, 7, 6, oh, I'm shaking, 5, but you got it, 4, 3, 2, pause. We're gonna stay up on our left hand, come down onto your right forearm. Take your little side bend, draw your ribs in, push the floor away, pulling that knee in. Here we go, left knee to left elbow, reach it up and back for 10. Squeeze in, up and back, 9. Keep drawing into that low belly. And we are thinking up and back, right? So it's not low. I want you to really, really reach. We're going for 4. Keep pushing that floor away. For 3. You got it here, team. For 2. One more time, up and back. Flex through the foot. Rotate your leg in. Little pulses. 10, 9, 8. Belly strong. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You're going to pull in. This time your hands are going wide on your mat, yeah? Or on the wall, wherever you are. Whew. You could be kneeling hands and knees. You could be in a kneeling plank. Elbows are going wide. We lower. 3, 2, 1. Push. Down for 3, 2, 1. Push. 3. My belly stays drawn in. My glutes are on to support my body. Down for 3, 2, 1. Push. We have 3. You could be at the wall, remember? Push. Down for 3. This way. 2, 1. Push. One more time. 3, 2, 1. Push. Let's come back down. Left forearm is on the mat. Right hand is on the floor. This is our grand finale here. You've totally got this. Open that leg out to the side for 8. And in. 7, 6. So when we're doing these things with less breaks, 4, 3, that's how we can add cardio to this. 2, hold the leg up, little circles, please, for 6, 5, push the floor away, 4, 3, lean into it, 2, 1, go the other way, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, pull it in, squeeze and reach for 7, lift it back for 6. And there is a little bend of the body here for sure, but just make sure that you're still drawing into that low rib. For 2, I'm shaking. Last one, reach it up. Flex the foot, rotate it down, little pulses for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it down. You're on your left forearm this time. Spin those fingertips around. Maybe you lift up into a kneeling plank. Maybe you come up onto your hand. Maybe you step all the way out and find a side plank. Remember, I want you to really lift up and really push that floor away from right underneath you. If you were to poke those bottom ribs, you should feel stuff happening all the way up, like a rainbow if you want, for 10, 9, 8, I'm shaking, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come all the way down. Give your shoulders a little roll. Give your head a little roll. Let's actually stay seated for a second. So you can cross your legs if you'd like to. You can come up to kneeling if you'd like to, whatever feels better for you. You're just going to inhale your left arm up and then just exhale, take a side bend over. Inhaling and exhaling. And this is now your breath of space, right? Not like a Pilates inhale and exhale. Can we soften through our collarbones, our shoulders? You can look up if you'd like. You can look forward. You can look down. But can you start to scoop into your belly? Rotate your chest down to the floor so that your hands are both on the floor and you're twisted in this side bend. Breathing in through the nose and out through the mouth. And then take those hands, walk them through center, whether you're kneeling or seated, and walk it all the way back up. Other side. Inhale, right arm up. And then take it over. Breathing in, breathing out. A few breaths here. So my house is under renovation right now, which is an extra level of excitement to our current situation. And because of that, a lot of my stuff is still in boxes. And as I was going through boxes of trying to find clothes that I can now wear, I found this tank top, which is fairly old. I've had it for a long time. Take your chest, turn your chest down to the floor. And we've been moving a lot, so I don't know if you have been able to read it, but it says strong heart, strong body. And I remember getting it and thinking like, okay, that's like kind of cheesy, but I like it, I'll get it. And when I pulled it out to wear it now, I felt like what a really important message to remember, especially with the world being the way it is. Walk your hands forward. Strong heart, strong body. Take a nice big breath in through the nose. Walk yourself all the way back up. One more little stretch here. You can take your left arm over your chest if you'd like to. You could also take it behind you if you'd like to. And I know for me, moving my body is a really, really, really quick way to check in with my mental health and my emotional health. I always feel really good after I move. And sometimes that is a practice like we just did together. And sometimes it's a practice where I just lay on my mat and breathe and stretch. Sometimes it's going for a walk. Release that arm, give your shoulders a little roll, and let's do the other side. Right arm across your chest. But I thought about it, strong heart, strong body, and I just think that that's such a good, even though it's a little bit cheese, such a nice thing to remember, right? Like even when things are tough, that's how we get stronger, right? That's how we create resiliency. And it's good to acknowledge when things feel tough, right? Because then we can name it. Then it has a lot less power over us if we can name it, right? And that could be as literal as my glutes are on fire, or it could be something a little more visceral, like I feel sad, or emotional, like I feel sad, and we can name it. And once we can name it, we can do something about it, right? Whether that means to sit and honor or to move it out of our system. Bring yourself down onto your back. Just a little glute stretch here. So you could stay up if you want and cross your left ankle over your left knee. You could lie all the way down if you like to, left ankle over left knee. You could be standing at the wall. And we're just going to give ourselves a little rock side to side here. After all that lovely glute work, breathing in and breathing out. And then take this so you can slide the top leg over if you'd kind of like to bind your legs. You can stack them, or you can keep this shape as you just allow your legs to fall to the right. Just enjoying another twist, more twistiness. Big breath in. Exhale it out. I like keeping my top thigh open for this one. I feel like it just gives me a little bit more through my IT band and glute. When you're ready, bring that shape all the way back in. Maybe another little rock, and then right ankle over the left knee. Little rock side to side. Just massaging out, kneading out anything that feels kind of tight or uncomfortable. You're, of course, always welcome to freestyle this if you'd like to go for a figure four. And then take this twist all the way to the other side. Maybe opening opposite arm, flicking in the opposite direction. And again, you could be bound here or stacked, whatever feels good for you. I like to keep it open. Whew, it's a bit tight. Breathing in through your nose. Exhaling it out. And then let's bring everything back to center. Let's squeeze into a tight ball and exhale it out. You can stay on your back, so I'm going to bring myself up. But you can totally just lay there in like a little cheeky shavasana. Taking a second as you're lying down, or if you have come up, you're welcome to be here as well. And just feeling all these parts of the body we just worked so hard. You worked through your ankles and calves, through your hamstrings, through your quads, through your glutes in multiple ways, through your abdomen in multiple ways, your back, your shoulders, your biceps, your triceps, the support through your spine. That's a lot of work, and you crushed it. Whether you're lying on your back or sitting up, can you inhale, give yourself a big reach overhead? And as you exhale, bring those arms down, give yourself a squeeze. Thank you so much for being here with me today. Thank you for being here for you today. And you are all done. I am Dominique. That was your hour Pilates. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Take care. Bye. Thank you so much, YouTube. Sorry there was a bit of confusion about links working and not working there, but hopefully you're able to join us. And I'll see you later.